Hello all, wishing you a great day on behalf of us. I am Mayuri, an intern at Helium Labs. Our Space for You team has initiated to present a new interaction series, Find Your Space, which would drive you to your passion from various parts of life and get aligned into space industry. As the quote says, when you are a great observer, everyone is your teacher and every moment is a lesson. This chat session would inspire you at least for a minute. My peers and our invited speakers would share their dreams and experiences they had in reaching a step ahead in space industry. I feel immense pleasure in sharing my screen for the first session of Find Your Space with my very own peer of Group Cosmica, Shivika Lamba. She is pursuing her bachelor's in aerospace engineering at Ramaya University of Applied Science in Bangalore. Her passion to space had driven her to participate in many science-related activities, and one such participation is at Helium Labs. We share a common interest on space that helped us in knowing each other through this platform as interns. Hi, Shivika. Now tell me,
Hello.
what do you choose? What made you choose aerospace engineering?
So, as a kid, I really wanted to go to space, be an astronaut. So, every time I had Googled that what are my requirements for being an astronaut, the first thing that came up was aerospace engineering. So, I decided this is what I have to do. And so I did that.
So it is very clear that it was your dream to become an aerospace engineer since your childhood. That's really great.
Yes.
And at which point of time, like dream is different and choosing your career path is different, right? And how did you feel like space is going to be a career stream? At which point of time you realized that?
I think this was about when I was 5, and I came across this little book called The Moon.
Wow.
And towards the ending of the book, it said that astronauts have visited Moon. So ever since I realized you can actually go to the moon, I decided that this is what I'm going to do with life. I will not have a regular 9 to 5 job, but I will be an astronaut. So.
Wow, that's great, Shivika. I guess your passion on space industry would take you more and more heights. And okay, now tell me, what are your hobbies?
Hobbies include singing and drawing, and also I can play the keyboard a little bit.
Wow, you are a pretty little musician also. You have a musician inside you. That's great.
Yes, I guess.
Wow, nice. And as we know, the COVID situation has all left into a quarantine. Like we are all arrested into our homes. And how did you spend your time in quarantine?
First, I was like a normal college student, wasting my time because I was told after a week you have to go back to college.
Okay.
So I decided this 1 week I'm going to take for myself. So I drew a lot of pictures. I sharpened my singing skills a little bit. And then lockdown happened for like months together. And I decided instead of wasting my time, I will take up online courses because there has to be something related to astronomy. Right. So as I kept searching, I came across Coursera. And so I ended up taking a lot of courses on astrobiology, astronomy, so to keep me, occupied. And I learned so many things that I've actually not come across before. So it was quite interesting time for me.
So state some few like important facts or interesting facts you have. It was dealing with astrobiology, like the alien stuffs.
So first thing I came across was that aliens on a planet will obviously look a lot different than humans. So what blew my mind the most was that gravity has a big role to play with it. Because if it's a planet like Jupiter, we're gonna have alien life which would have more amount of lower limbs to sturdy themselves. And if it's a planet like Mars, where the gravity is not as strong, you're going to have alien life, which are going to be very tall, like probably above 6 feet. So I think that was one fact that blew my mind.
That was great. That's really insightful. I guess people would start choosing astrobiology once after seeing all these. And my next question is, Would you say if you are asked about your inspirational hero, who would you state, and what is the reason behind choosing him or her?
So I didn't have any celeb or any fictional character as my hero, but I have my mom as my hero because
Wow.
I have seen her deal with life. And even though there were many hard times that came, she was always strong and she always had her focus. So she is one major person in my life that told me that if I have to do something, I need to be 100% committed to it. So she is my hero.
Wow. My mother is a role model for
Yeah,
me. They strive hard to keep our lives blooming, and they are the reason why we are happy.
exactly.
In front of cameras, we are happy just because they are behind us.
Definitely, yes.
Exactly. And now it is a hypothetical question. And
All
like,
right.
if you are given a chance to time travel, we are on researches of time travel, but still, if you are given a chance to time travel, which age would you visit, and why do you want to do so?
Probably the era where the Pyramid of Gizas were made, because there's a lot of different controversy behind them, saying that there were
Exactly.
alien technology, and and some people say that no, these were our own people, and especially the drawings on those blocks. They always say, "Ki, look, this was a helicopter" and stuff like that. So I think I want to go there and sort it out for my own piece.
Okay.
So I'm like, yes, at least I know that this was the thing.
Yeah, you just wanted to know the history and to sort out all the controversies behind it.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe I'll accompany you for that. Maybe we'll also,
Definitely.
I am curious about such things. We'll get onto
Yeah.
it. And I heard, once when we are speaking, I came to know that you were into International Science Fest that was conducted during your school days, right? How was the
Right.
experience there?
Oh, it was definitely amazing. So our boys' school actually came up with the Science Fest that they would host every year. And there
Okay.
was always one topic which was related to space. So I immediately jumped on the opportunity saying, I have to do this.
Wow.
So in that, what they actually do is they make teams of different schools, and they tell us that you're supposed to create a habitat around a certain
Okay.
planet. So sometimes we were given Venus, the other time we were given Mars, and it was really challenging because designing a habitat is one thing, but also having to think that people are going to be stuck in that container. So you have to think of the psychological effects also. So it really put us to, deeply do our research before coming up with the final habitat. So I think that was really good. And it was very different because we were all kids. And we didn't have
Exactly.
help. So we just had the internet.
I thought
So
of quoting it because
studying, learning.
being school kids, it is far, far, far to know about things like that. It would be pretty insightful,
Yes.
right? Maybe it would also be interesting and exciting
Yes.
to work on such stuffs. That's real.
Yes.
And exactly, these are the valuable experiences you have shared that are so awesome. I guess this Helium Learning Labs, the internship at Helium Learning Labs is also one such experience. Would you like to share on this?
Definitely. Yes. So I actually came across Space for Women like in the starting of this year. And I didn't think much and I just gave them my information to, just join with them and stuff. And we had like our first meeting, which I missed for some reason. And
Okay.
then they put this little thing saying that we're going to have gamification kind of a thing. So if anybody is interested, please text us. And I had texted Nidhi ma'am then, and she connected me to everybody else. And it was wonderful to hear that there's a group of people that feel exactly the same way I feel about space. And it was sometimes we would have DRDC, like we had that challenge and everything, and sometimes like giving them a student point of view actually helped. So I didn't completely feel like I'm not a part of the team or I'm very underqualified for it, but I also had like different point of view, and it was amazing to just talk to them and realize that there's so much more I can do.
Exactly. The insights and experiences they share in the team is something beyond what we can learn through books. Even I got contact from Nidhi ma'am, and it was pretty, it was like a very big thing to get so much lessons within a very small group, within so less time.
Yes.
Exactly. And shall we have some rapid fire questions now, Shivika? Can we?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, as soon as I tell you an alphabet, you should say three science related
Mhm.
or space related terms that comes in your mind, which starts with that letter. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
The first letter is yes.
S, Saturn, Sun, and S, one more. Okay. Saturn, Sun, and the space station. Yeah.
Great. Nice. And the next letter is A.
E, astronomy, asteroids, and E. That's quite tricky. That's all I'm getting for now.
Okay, that's fine. Then we'll move on with the
E.
next question. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. One day you wake up
All
and
right.
find yourself alone in some exoplanet. Okay. In which
Okay.
planet would you like to see you and why is that? Can I know the reason behind it also?
Right. So I would love to be a Martian. I would love to wake up on Mars because there's
Great.
like so much hype around that planet, and everybody's like, I want to go to Mars. So, and
Exactly.
there's so much competition about it. There's this one woman in NASA who's training to go to Mars, and she says she's never going to come back and everything. And I know for a fact that I really want to go to Mars. So I want to wake up on Mars and tell everybody that I beat you all to it.
That's great. We all are ready. Actually, we are literally ready to go to space, to Mars, and say, yes, we have accomplished something. That I'll
Yeah.
also I
Yes.
agree on that point. And the next question is, now we'll play a word building. Like if I say a word, like if someone
Okay.
says astronaut to me, I would immediately respond them as Kalpana Chawla. Because in my mind, I have stored Kalpana Chawla as
Yes.
a person who is she is my
Yeah.
inspiration. So for that reason, I'll give you few words. You just say the word which
All
floats
right.
in your mind. Okay?
Sure.
Space.
Space, fun, adventure, mystery,
Nice,
and
great. Mars,
yeah. For Mars, I said alien life.
alien life. Great.
Yes.
And if someone asks me if Mars, and the next word that pops into me is colonization, because we
Yes,
are like
that
pretty
also.
much like we are dealing with all these stuffs for few, maybe for few decades also. Like we are dealing with it is to
Right.
colonize on Mars, and
Definitely, yes.
exactly. And one such challenge is also held in our team, right? In Helium Learning Labs, the Martian,
Yes,
which is
the
going to
Martian
be,
challenge.
yeah, which is going to be in the upcoming future. And I guess it is going to be great. What do you think?
Oh, definitely. I am so excited for it. I cannot wait to see everybody's perspective on the planet and the
Exactly.
different ideas they come up with. It's just very exciting for me.
Exactly. I am curious.
Yes.
And the next word is planet.
Planet. Oh, Earth. Earth comes to my mind. I think it's very unique because instead of diamonds, we have wood, which is actually very unique throughout the universe.
True. We cannot forget our motherland.
Definitely, yes.
Right. And the next word, the last word is black hole.
Oh, black holes. Well, spaghettification comes to my mind, first of all, and
Spaghettification.
also Hawking
Okay.
radiation, and actually other dimensions as well, because I came across this one theory that says maybe black holes are a portal to another dimension. So that
Yeah,
also comes to my mind.
great. Right. And tell me the best three qualities in you to be a future space professional. Like, what are the qualities you actually possess? that you think from your aspect?
I think I'm very creative. So if we come across a problem, I can solve it almost immediately. And I never say no for things. So I'm always ready for a challenge. I'm never scared. I might be scared, might be nervous, but I'm always ready for it. And third is I'm quite lazy, so I will make an excellent astronaut because in zero gravity you just have to float around. So I think I will adapt to that better than my life
Great.
on Earth.
Great, great. I wish you reach all your dreams and all your destinies soon. Sure, it would be great, insightful things you have shared for the viewers also. And thank you so much. The talk show, the entire talk show had a very insightful shareable contents of Shivika, and you will be seeing this.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, it is our pleasure to have you because you are into us, and I feel an immense pleasure in thanking you for being the first presenter, and hope you all
Not at all.
enjoyed it. And I feel that in future you'll have the talk show that will be telecasted every week. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Thank you so much.